This is Josh Friedman outside the Louvre in Paris, France, where there is a party underway, and if there is a slight breeze in the air, it might just be because Brussels breathed a huge sigh of relief. The results are in, and at least according to the early results, Emmanuel Macron received more than 65% of the vote, defeating Marine Le Pen in a landslide, and as a result, there are many Parisians and others gathered outside the Louvre, where there's music, celebrations, people are waiting to hear Macron speak, and you can see a bunch of EU flags mixed in with French flags, and I'll speak about that briefly. It's a resounding victory for Brussels after the brutal defeat last year in the Brexit referendum, with Macron receiving more than 65% to Le Pen less than 35%, at least according to the early tallies. That's a clear indication that the European Union will continue to exist, at least in the near future, and same with the Eurozone. But there's probably going to be a bumpy ride ahead. We're just about a month away from parliamentary elections here in France, and Macron might not be receiving a whole lot of support from the parliament that's elected. Macron ran as an independent candidate as part of his own En Marche movement, but he has closer ties to the socialists than the Republicans. Those are the two major French parties, at least they were. There's been a big change in French politics in this election cycle. Anyway, the Republicans will probably fare better than the socialists in the upcoming parliamentary elections, and we'll see just how much of Macron's agenda he'll be able to get through. Also, despite him winning in a landslide, it doesn't necessarily mean that France is thrilled with him or thrilled with the direction of the country. The rural areas, or at least some of the rural areas, went heavy for Le Pen, although Macron controlled the majority of the country if you look at the election map. But voter turnout was lower than usual. I believe the latest figure I heard was around 74%, but I would need to check that. That might be incorrect. So there's certainly some apathy, and though there's a lot of celebration here, it might be as much of a celebration of Le Pen's defeat as it is of Macron's victory. But nonetheless, I'll give you another glimpse or two, or maybe three, of the setting. It's a very beautiful setting here in the heart of Paris, in the Louvre complex. Former home of the monarchy here in France, and just over on the other side of this arch is Jardin de Tuileries, and from there you can see the beaming Eiffel Tower, as well as the Ferris wheel that now sits at the Place de la Concorde. Paris is alive and lit up as usual, and it's a much more festive atmosphere tonight than it typically is on an early May evening. So once again, Macron prevails in a landslide, but that does not necessarily mean that all is well. All is well in the European Union, but it puts the brakes on what was a populist and nationalist train that seemed to be moving very quickly down the tracks across Europe Europe and even on the other side of the Atlantic. It's a change of pace following the Brexit and Trump votes last year, and that's the big reason why the world has its eyes fixated on France and specifically Paris at the moment. But it'll be interesting to see how things develop in the months and years ahead. France is still grappling with deindustrialization, issues that have emerged from mass migration. It'll be interesting to see what, if anything, Macron can do about the terror problem and whether the economy will really pick up here. And Macron is getting introduced at the moment, and I'll try to give you a glimpse of what's going on, maybe through one of these screens. For now, au revoir from Paris, and I'll give you footage, what I can, of the celebration of the victory speech. Au revoir.
Nous continuerons à la porter parce que c'est ce que les Françaises et les Français attendent, parce que c'est ce que l'Europe et le monde attendent de nous. Ils attendent qu'à nouveau la France les étonne, que la France soit elle-même, et c'est cela ce que nous ferons.